It's the first ever boot camp happy half hour. Whoop whoop. So we have to start somewhere, right? And it's okay. Like it's totally new. So we're just gonna explore some things together, and watching the recording is totally fine. It's a holiday as well. And as a reminder, these will be every week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific, I think. And and it's a place like where you can bring questions, ask questions, use the chat, hang out, see other girls in the boot camp rocking it, and connect some faces to names, and all the above. Whatever you want it to be, it's going to be an amazing resource, good time, all the things. Okay, so let's just dive in. I want to just walk everybody through some of the resources you may or may not know that you have access to with your package, and some things that are huge game changers, but let's just go through it together. So this is what Beachbody On Demand looks like on the computer. It does look different, a little bit different on the Beachbody On Demand app, which you may or may not know that you have access to as well. You also have access to a nutrition app where you can, I think it's Nutrition Plus, like the plus sign, and then you can log all of your nutrition throughout the day based on what you're following and all that sort of stuff. So everybody's homepage, like right here, will look a little bit different because it's your recently watched. And mine, I know for me, it does not look the same for me on my computer as it does like on my Roku. Like they have different memories, and that's okay. Just something to note. It logs your workouts for this week. It logs your average for the week, and some of mine have been on the nutrition tab, and I have a different login and blah, blah, blah. So mine looks a little funky, but and if your coach is in a test group or something, theirs might look a little funky because it's not on demand. So anyways, that's your recently watched. That's probably the easiest way to get to the program that you're following. And I apologize about my cough. I'm drinking some, it's very gross, but it is helping my cough. So I apologize about that. And then, so let's start with the workouts. Up in the workouts, you have different ways that you can search. And if you just click it, it will pull up everything. So you can actually search by intensity level. You can sort by the newest programs. You can search A to Z. You can search like I said, by the program intensity. So if you're like, I'm new, I need a beginner program, it's really cool. There's a zillion. And like some of these I would not consider beginner programs, but excuse me, but sometimes they have them in multiple categories too. Anyways, so that's like the workouts tab. You can also then refine your search by like the time that you want to commit to it, or the type. Like if you're like, I love cardio, then I think you're crazy. But you can click that and all of the cardio based ones will come up. If you love dance, whatever, you can do it that way. Or you can search by trainer. Like if you're like, you are obsessed with Tony Horton, you can click that and all of Tony's programs within this fitness level will come up. You can multi-check boxes. It's super cool. It's a great, like this is probably the best way to find the best program for you based on what you like, what you can commit for time, what you're looking for. So for me right now, I'm pregnant. I would search like low impact, like the Beachbody Yoga Studio is like my jam right now. Minus I can take off Tony. So look, there's a bunch of stuff that I could do low impact, you know? Okay, anyways, so that's one way. Back at the home screen here, back under workouts. Yeah, I think I kind of covered all of that. But let's go into a program. I'm gonna go into 80-Day Obsession. This is like my favorite program. And within each program, maybe we're not gonna go. We'll go into Lift 4. you have a ton of resources for your specific workout program, which are really important to get you the best results that you want. So it has the program plan, that this is all clickable here too. And then it has more related content down here, which is really fantastic. So the key thing is to click on the nutrition guide. It's also under program materials. There's the calendar, the weight progression tracker. I mean, and this is going to differ program to program, but whatever program you're doing, to get the best results, you're going to want to follow that nutrition guide. So you can click on that, and it's going to pull up a PDF. Oh, what a nice thing to look at here at 9:08 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And it's going to take you through getting started. You can print this out. You can use it digitally, whatever works best for you. It's really going to enhance, again, your results. Nutrition is literally 80% of your results, and feeling like you have a grasp on it because it's totally new probably for you. So it breaks down your containers, your different supplements that you might be using, like what you should be using, what to do if you're really hungry. Like, it goes through so many things. There's sample meal plans. There's more pictures of Joel. Can you guys see this, like back here? I just got this canvas made. It's me and Joel. Okay, anyways, just thought you'd like to know that. So anyways, it goes through, and then it tells you what is in every, or what counts as each container. This list is gold for shopping. Then, not here, okay. That was anticlimactic here. There's also recipes galore for every program, and those can definitely be interchanged, especially if you're using the containers in 2B Mindset 2, because that's intuitive eating. So, okay, this is being rude here. So if I go to, like, what, honestly, my favorite recipes come from Shift Shop. I use them all the time. So if you go to Shift Shop, and I'm not even doing Shift Shop right now, but it has, again, rude. Okay, anyways, here we go. Under nutrition, the recipes booklet. Oh, it's so good. And there's a bunch of Shakeology recipes, all sorts of different recipes. I'm going to show you a couple of my favorites. This one, so good. Okay, and literally every program has a whole different list of these. I'm going to show you something else too. But so you may or may not have known that these all are available to you with your package. It's like insane. People are always asking me for healthy recipes, and when they're already a client, I'm like, you have so many, but I just need to show you like where to find them. There's mason jar, goodies, burrito, I think that was. Okay, anyways, I'm not gonna go through all these because there's so many. Okay. Then staying on the nutrition side of stuff, if you go down, I'm gonna come back to that. It's got to be under. I do mine a little bit different. Let's see. I find mine a little bit different. Okay, so if you go up to this nutrition tab, yours may look different than mine, because based on what packages you got. So I have Ultimate Portion Fix. It's just under a different login. So anyways, that's why it says it's locked. Anyways, if then you go down, you have these channels, which are super amazing. There is all of this information and learning and resources for Shakeology. if you're like, what the hell is even in this, you can click that and learn all about it. If you're like an ingredient nerd, like this is going to be your jam, okay? Excuse me. Then this is like the mother load if my computer wants to cooperate. Okay. Fixate. So again, this is under the nutrition tab. When you go to Fixate, maybe. Here we go. There are videos about like, it's a cooking show. So you have access to them, this Autumn, and this is her brother who's a chef, how to make like banana boats and chicken teriyaki casserole and all of these different things, dessert and cocktail recipes. They're all different quick little videos to make, these are the new this month ones, to make different things. She also has foundational recipes like the containers, rating your pantry to get things out and what you should have in your pantry, meal prep so you're prepped, all sorts of amazing stuff. Then I feel like it just keeps getting better and better here. If you go to resources, you go to recipes, there is a Fixate recipe list. If you click this, your mind will be blown, unless you already know this, and then it won't be. So this is every recipe on Fixate. These are all container equivalents, and this document is clickable. Loaded sweet potato skins, literally one of my favorite recipes ever from Fixate. Oh my God, they're so good. Cassie's nodding too, like they're so, now I'm gonna make them this week. Even Scott loves them. And anytime there's different little tags on them, so they all have the container equivalents. It has the 80-day obsession stamp of approval because their their food list is a little bit more restrictive. They're gluten-free. Anyways, it's like all of these recipes. I've never made anything from Fixate. You guys, I'm a terrible, terrible cook. I've never made anything from Fixate that turned out like shit. Everything is always so good, and they're relatively simple recipes, and they only get simpler like the more that they come out with them and stuff. So this whole document is amazing, and you do have access to it on your phone through the app, and it is clickable that way as well. And then you can like screenshot it, and that's typically what I do when I'm cooking. And they have them sorted. Oh Christ, I had clicked a recipe. Anyways, they have them sorted by breakfast, entrees, sides and snacks, desserts, soups and salads, like so many good things. Like you can never say like Shakeology recipes. Look at these, like 258 recipes, like just in this PDF, 258 recipes in just this one. Like this does not include like the Shift Shop recipes and the Lift 4 recipes and the Quarter Forest recipes. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. So that's freaking one of my favorite things about Beachbody On Demand. I think that document alone is worth like $100. I think it's invaluable. Then another amazing, amazing, amazing resource that I do not talk about enough, and something that kind of saved my mom. My mom was my first client and coach on my team, and this kind of saved her from like the spiral. Like the first couple days are the hardest in your journey, in my opinion, or the first 2 weeks. And she wanted to quit like a lot of times, and this resource saved her. So if you click up here and you click blog, excuse me, you have access to more resources. So what she did was she just happened to be on this, and she clicked results, and she found the program that she was doing, which was the 21-day fix, and she got to read like people's stories, and like she found someone that like looked like her, and like she was like, okay, I can do this, and like their story and stuff. There's so many different ones. So you have that. Again, if you're kind of like into the nerdy stuff, there's a whole science tab. More recipes? Like, no one can ever say that they need more recipes. You do not need more recipes. There's more nutrition stuff like cooking tips, Shakeology, meal plans, all sorts of stuff that is going to make it even easier for you to get the results you're looking for without overcomplicating stuff. My like words of caution is to like find a couple of articles. Like, don't spend like hours on this or anything. Just find a couple of articles and like put those into action. Like if you're like 10 tips to meal prep without getting bored, awesome. Click that. There are all of these amazing tips for you to put into place, okay? And then you can like do one other one. And then next week, like tackle a couple more and stuff. It's not all about like overwhelming yourself and like going so far deep that there's no way out. So then if you go to like the fitness tab here on the blog, there's all sorts of different like articles and stuff about like your favorite trainer, 19 things you didn't know about Jericho, why Shaun T did a silent workout, more information about Morning Meltdown, which is coming, meeting the cast. Like, I love that when I did Insanity Max 30. I like knew all these secret things about the cast. I was such a weirdo. All sorts of different things. Like if you just want to be more connected and that sort of stuff, like the blog is amazing. And I don't think I talked about the weight loss tab. I mean, you can read, like there's a whole bunch of tabs up here. And this is all within Beachbody On Demand. So I have not left Beachbody On Demand. You can shop from Beachbody On Demand. You just hit the shop tab. Like I said, it is a little bit different to navigate it on your phone versus on your computer. I know, Cassidy, I did the Shape horoscope. It's super fun. So many resources. That's what I wanted to like show you guys really quickly, because I know there's so many resources. I know that can be overwhelming, and I hate that word only if you just stay in that overwhelmed state. Know that I would rather have somebody have too many resources than have nothing and not know where to turn and not know who to ask and like be frozen because of that. So I would rather you have too much information to get you too good of results. So Cass, was there anything else you wanted to?
I don't think so. Maybe I missed it, but I just want to double check. You did show, right, like not just the recipes, but where they have the meal plans based on your calorie target. Mm-hmm. Okay, I thought so, but I was talked to. I wasn't sure. I'm trying to think if there's anything else resource-wise. I mean, obviously, this is something I want to bring up, though, is there's a lot of awesome stuff on Pinterest as well, but just be careful, because I have people that use recipes or things they find on Pinterest, and they're not, like, really actually correct as far as the foods that are on the food list. So if you're really wanting to, like, stick to it, get good results, you can definitely find recipes and things on Pinterest for sure. Just make sure that the foods are actually approved foods from the food list, and it's not like, these other processed things. Just be careful of that, because I have had some people come to me, and they're getting a lot of recipes from Pinterest, but the recipes weren't really, since they're not put out by Beachbody, we can't guarantee that they're correct. So just be careful with that. But I think that's the only thing. There are lots of good stuff on there, though. Just make sure, most of them give the container counts and everything as well. Sweet.
Well, I hope this was helpful and you took the time to really dive into your resources and just continue to crush this lifestyle. Remember, it's a lifestyle. It's not a quick fix. And as you use these recipes and put the nutrition into play, I think you'll see that. Like, I've eaten this way for 4 years and don't have a plan of turning back. Like, definitely enjoy like bar food from time to time. But for the most part, like, this is how my body prefers to eat now. And it's sustainable long-term because these, like, go make a fixate recipe and you will not be disappointed, especially if you make those loaded potato skins. Like, you will be like messaging us like, okay, you were right, those are so damn good. So I'm totally gonna make those this week.
On the blog, you know how when you're on top of the search bar,
yeah,
you can search, like, if there's something you're really craving, like there's been times where I'm like, oh, I'm just craving pizza so bad. If you go to the blog and you literally just search pizza, it'll pull up every pizza recipe that we have that is approved. Or if you're like craving chocolate or something, you know, like, you can pull up cake and you'll find cake recipes, like chicken wings, like mozzarella sticks, like anything that you're craving, there is a way to make it a healthier version. So I know that's really helpful for me when I'm like craving something and I want something bad. I'll go on there and find a healthier way to make it. Because yeah, we're not about like restricting everything, but your body's going to feel better the better you eat.
For sure. Okay, cool. Well, we will be back next week at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time, to bring you another episode, just kidding, of our Bootcamp Happy Half Hour. So we hope this was helpful. Continue to crush it, guys. Get after it.